Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video. And today I'm going to be doing my WrestleMania 40 Night 1 predictions. WrestleMania is tomorrow. WrestleMania 40 Night 1 is tomorrow, and then it ends on Sunday, Night 1, Night 2. Okay. I believe it starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for night 1. I think night 2's at 8. Might be at 7 though. But anyways, so night 1 starts at 7 p.m. It's in Philadelphia. I think this is the first time ever. I'm gonna point this out too before we get started the predictions. All I gotta say is, if Philadelphia is getting WrestleMania, because Philadelphia, that's outdoors. This is going to be an outdoor stadium. It's not a dome. And it's still April. It's still April, though. Like, I mean, you know, we just had hazel snow come down today in April here in my area. Man, we need to get a WrestleMania. We need to get a WrestleMania in Western New York. I mean, the Buffalo Bills Stadium needs to get one. Like, SummerSlam is getting freaking... the Cleveland Browns old stadium is getting SummerSlam. Like, we got Buffalo needs to start putting bids out for these like stadium pay-per-views now. Like, that's all I say. Like, at the very least we should get a SummerSlam like in the future. Like, that's all I got put out there, man. Like, come the fuck on now. If that old Cleveland Browns stadium can get a freaking SummerSlam, why can't Buffalo get a SummerSlam? That's all I gotta say right now. Anyways, so Philadelphia, WrestleMania 40. So night 1, according to this right now, that I got is the opening match is gonna be Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch for the WWE Women's World Champion. Honestly, I don't know why so many people are predicting Rhea Ripley to win this. I believe she's going to lose to Becky Lynch here. Rhea Ripley's been the champion for a year. It's time for her to lose the title. Becky Lynch really hasn't been the champion for a while. She put over Bianca Belair a couple of years ago. It's time for Becky Lynch to win the title again. Rhea Ripley's been the champion for a year. I don't really want to see more Roman Reigns type title reigns anymore. It's time for Rhea to lose the title. And I am going with Becky Lynch, the man, to go over here. She's the most over, regardless of so many people whining about Liv Morgan, like, should have gotten titles. No, she shouldn't. Becky Lynch is the man. She is, like, one of the biggest female women's stars in the company. Like, she deserved that spot in WrestleMania. She deserved that spot in WrestleMania. She didn't go for a title last year. So, the way I look at it, this is her time to get back into the championship reign. Becky Lynch goes over. I expect this match to be better than her match with Charlotte Flair. Rhea Ripley's match and Charlotte Flair. I think that match was a bit overrated. I thought that match was very stiff. I said that last year. I did not really particularly thought that match was as great as people think it was. But I think Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley are going to do better than the other match because they were very sloppy in the Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair match was very sloppy, and I said that in my review last year. It was a very sloppy match because they were like trying to do everything to try and show that they deserved to be in the main event for night 1, and there were a lot of sloppy things that were going on with some of the moves. But I think it's going to be much better with Becky Lynch in the mix because I think Becky Lynch is a better wrestler than Charlotte Flair. I think Becky Lynch goes over here and wins the Women's World title. The next match we have Gunther defending the Intercontinental Championship against Sami Zayn. don't really care for this match because I wanted it to be Chad Gable. I think it should have been Chad Gable. I mean, originally it was supposed to be Brock Lesnar versus Gunther for the Intercontinental Champion, but obviously Brock Lesnar we don't know if he's ever coming back because of the whole Vince McMahon lawsuit thing. But they decided to go with Sami Zayn. Storyline-wise, this doesn't make sense. And also, Sami Zayn has been the Intercontinental Champion before, so he doesn't really need it. This would have been better for Chad Gable to kind of elevate Chad Gable. And it would have been a better story going in. Gunther's been the champion for over 600 days. I don't see anything changing here. I think Gunther is going to win. I don't think Sami Zayn should be the one that dethrones him because, let's face it, Sami Zayn dethroning him is not going to really elevate Sami Zayn any further. He's already been Intercontinental Champion. So I would have Gunther win here, and that's who I'm predicting is going to win. Next, we have the six-pack tag team ladder match for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions. So we got the Judgment Day, Finn Bálor and Damian Priest defending against Johnny Gargano, Tommaso, the Awesome Truth, Miz and R-Truth. And then we have the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. We also have A-Town Down Under, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. And then we also have the New Catch Republic, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. Wow, that was a mouthful. So those are all the people that are wrestling. Again, this is a six-pack challenge, basically. It's a tag team match. I don't think they've ever had one of those before. I don't know. I don't know if that means it's under Tornado tag rules or if it's just regular tag rule. I don't know how that would work. I know there's been single tab challenges. I don't know how this one would work. If this would actually be like where they would all, like, you know, you only have two people start. Because sometimes when they've had, like, three-way tag team championship matches, they'll have, like, two people out. But, like, then the other team will, like, you know, have to wait to try and blind tag themselves in so they can get in because they only can have two people be legal. So, I don't know if it's going to be like that or it's just going to be, like, a free-for-all, tornado tag match basically with all these teams. But anyways, I believe that I think Finn Bálor and Damian Priest will go over here. And I know it's kind of probably unlikely because they got so many of these tag teams, but to be honest with you, I don't see anything going forward for the new, or not. I'm sorry, not the new day. I don't see anything going forward with the Judgment Day right now because I don't think Damian Priest will be cashing in his Money in the Bank. He might attempt to, but it will be like the Survivor Series. I do not think he's cashing in here. A lot of people think he's going to cash in. He is not cashing in. As a matter of fact, I wanted to do a video about how I believe he's going to wait. He's going to wait until the end. Like he's gonna be the first person to have to be forced to cash it in on the last day of the contract. Where like Money in the Bank pay-per-view, 1 year. That's when he's going to cash in. They're going to have like the whole storyline, timeline thing going on where it's like, hey, you have 1 month to cash in your briefcase. They're going to do that type of storyline, I think, with Damian Priest. So because of that, I don't see them losing the tag titles here. There would be no reason if that's the plan, which I think it is. So I would have them go over here. So yeah, I have the Judgment Day going over. Next we have Jey Uso taking on Jimmy Uso. This is the brother match. This match has been building for like since the summer when they broke up or whatever. They They originally were supposed to have it at like SummerSlam, or I think it was their summer. No, because they broke up at Money in the Bank, right? Or maybe it would have been after. No, it would have been after SummerSlam then. Okay, so they were supposed to have it after SummerSlam, like in the fall, but then they decided to delay it until WrestleMania, and that's why that's why Jey Uso went to Raw or whatever. Not a fan of that because there was just no reason. Like, they just kept like breaking them up, and there was like no real interactions until like February. Then the build to me was kind of really poor. There was a better way they could have done it. I mean, just look at Kane and Undertaker's. Even though they're not actually real brothers in kayfabe, they were. There's a lot more ways to build that. The Bret Hart, Owen Hart thing. I just didn't think they built this really that well, and they're still like why like. And then that's another thing. Jimmy Uso, going back to the bloodline after. I mean, he was the original one who decided to leave the bloodline, not Jey Uso. And then after Jey Uso goes with him out of the bloodline, then Jimmy Uso betrays Jey Uso. It made no sense. It made no storyline sense. It still doesn't to this day. The whole thing just didn't make sense. Jey Uso's getting a little over with the whole Yeep thing. I don't know what the big hype about that is, but he did. There was like no Yeep for a while, and then there was because of copyright from another wrestler or whatever. But anyways, that being said, I think Jey Uso goes over here. There's no reason why Jey Uso doesn't win here. You go with the babyface. I mean, always when they always do the brother versus brother matches at WrestleMania, or even matches in general, when it's brother versus brother, they always have the babyface win. Bret Hart beat Owen Hart at WrestleMania 10. Undertaker beat Kane at WrestleMania 14. Yes, I know they're not actual real-life brothers, but in storyline kayfabe, they were. So just go with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they always have the babyface brother come out. I do. Well, actually, no. Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy. I mean, I guess Matt Hardy did beat him though. I forgot about that one. But I still think Jey Uso is going over. There's no reason not to. I mean, I don't think Jimmy Uso is really going to be doing that much. That's why they had to put him back in the bloodline. Even made no sense. So. I'm going Jey Uso to win here. Next, we have the, 6-woman tag match. We have Bianca Belair, and this is Jade Cargill's, no, she was in the Rumble, but I guess her tag match debut. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi are taking on Damage Control. I don't even know why they're called Damage Control at this point, because Bayley's not in it anymore. So shouldn't they just change the name to something else? But anyways, they got Dakota Kai, Asuka, and Carly Zayn. This is probably this is more of a filler match, I think. I don't think this match is gonna have that much time. I'm just going to go with the baby faces to win here. There's no reason why not. I mean, I just don't think anything of this. I'm going to just have Bianca, Jade, and Naomi go over here. It could go either way. I think the Damage Control could possibly win too. But I'm going to say the baby faces go over here. So next we have the Latino World Order, LWO, Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar and Dominic Dirty Dom Mysterio. I'm not a big fan of this match being booked the way they booked this match. They literally, I think, booked this again. To me, there's way too many tag matches in this card, like especially for night one. I mean, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 tag matches in night one. That to me is insane. And in night 2, there's only one tag match, by the way. So to me, this makes no sense. Too many tag matches are in night 1. Okay, they should have balanced this out with night 2. Like, night 2 has more single matches in it. I don't know why they did that, but if that's how they're doing it, that's pretty dumb, in my opinion. But anyways, I don't like this at all. I think this, to me, was overbooking right now. Like, for whatever reason, they wanted Dominic Mysterio and Rey Mysterio to... They wanted them to interact again at WrestleMania, which I don't think they should because they already did it once. I think they should have just done Santos Escobar versus Rey Mysterio. I guess they were just doing this just so Dominic could have someone to go up against at WrestleMania. But I don't like this at all. Way too many tag matches. It felt like the tag matches just feel like they're just doing this just to build up the card, for people that they want to be in the matches for WrestleMania. But anyways, I'm going with Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio to go over here. I don't see any reason why they don't win here. I mean, Dominic lost last year to his father, so at least in a tag match, at least then he can say he beat his father, even though it really doesn't give you that much satisfaction since, I mean, let's face it, it's not a singles match, it's just a tag match. And there's also a possibility that Carlito might get involved and might double-cross Rey Mysterio because he didn't pick him to team up with. So there's that possibility as well. But yeah, I think the heel team wins here. I'm going to give it to Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio. So then we go to the main event of night 1. And that is the Bloodline, which is the corporate champion, The Rock, versus Roman Reigns. The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins. And obviously, as we know, for the terms of this match, is basically if Rhodes and Seth win, then the main event match for night 2 between Cody and Roman will be everybody's banned from ringside, basically. Or Bloodline is barred from ringside. And that if night 2, for night 2, if Rock and Roman win the tag match, then the main event will be on Bloodline rules. So basically, the Bloodline can do whatever they want, basically. So there's a lot of different ways they can go with this one. And I wouldn't be surprised if they actually tried for Damian Priest to cash in here, but he fails to cash in. Or maybe he tries to do that in the Drew match in the next one, which we'll get to that on the next video. But there's a possibility that could happen. There's a lot of different possibilities on how they could go with this. I mean, they could just have Cody and Seth win. That could be the easiest way to go about this. But I think they're going to go with the underdog mentality where The Rock and Roman win here. And then that leads to a lot of possibilities for night 2 for Cody. In his match, on how they're going to go with that. But I can't see Cody winning here, but then winning the next. I mean, if they do that, that would probably be the ultimate, way to get him over because he beats both guys on both nights. Now, there's also another thing, too. There's a theory that Seth might turn here. I don't see that happening, and I also don't see that happening in night 2 either, by the way. A lot of people think Seth might turn on Cody. But to me, if they did that, that would contradict everything Cody has... Or I'm sorry, not Cody. That would contradict everything Seth has said leading up to this. Which I know this is wrestling, and they do that all the time for certain stuff. But the way the storyline has been set up in a way where it's part-timers versus full-timers. Okay, that is the story they're going for. So if Seth basically turned on Cody, like, I don't think he's turning on Cody in this match, and I don't think he's turning on him in night 2. Okay? It contradicts everything that Seth has said throughout the entire process. And this is Triple H booking, so this isn't Vince McMahon booking anymore. So it would contradict everything that Seth has said leading up to WrestleMania. And yes, Seth could lose to Drew because that is going to be on night 2. And that might lead to him turning, but I just don't see it, man. I don't see it. I think Seth is thick and thin on this one. He doesn't really like Cody, but he respects Cody. In storyline, I don't know for real life, but I'm talking about in storyline. He doesn't like him, but he respects him, and he wants full-time wrestlers as champion, and that's what Cody wants. So because of that, I do think there will be some foolery in this match, which leads to Rock and Roman winning this tag match. And that makes it Bloodline rules. And that opens up a lot of possibilities for what we're going to talk about in the next video, which will be the Night 2 predictions. My prediction, though, for the Night 1 main event will be Roman and The Rock going over. I see The Rock getting the pin on some. I think The Rock will get the pin on Seth. I think there will be some foolery. Maybe Damian tries to cash in. That doesn't work out for him. And then there might be some other foolery going on. It will be like a Survivor Series cash in where he tries to, but it doesn't work out and doesn't end up actually cashing in. And then maybe some other foolery with Sikoa, doing some shit like with doing the, his finishing move with the Umaga spike, the Samoan spike. And that leads to Rock getting the win. And then it's Bloodline rules. And then we go into Night 2, which, again, will be on the next video. Make sure, again, to comment, rate. If you like this video, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell for all the latest contents. And stay tuned because the next prediction Night 2 video will be coming very, very shortly. So look out for that. And that is it. I am the Ultimate Goku, and I'm out of here. Peace. Also, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the Twitch, follow the Instagram. Also, I do have a Discord link where we do discuss a lot of various things, including wrestling in general and a lot of different anime and all this other cool stuff. So make sure to go there. And now I'm out. Peace.